2021 is already serving up a heaping helping of celebrity scandal. If any actor is in danger of being canceled this year, it's this star of The Social Network. But why? Watch along as we break down the seriously shady side of Armie Hammer. Armie Hammer made headlines for all the wrong reasons in January 2021 when a series of graphic Instagram DMs he allegedly sent to various partners appeared online. According to the Daily Mail and other outlets, the not-safe-for-work exchanges took place between 2016 and 2020 and were first published via an Instagram account called House of Effie, which has since gone private. Hammer allegedly wrote in some of the many disturbing messages, "I need to drink your blood," and "I need your blood, I crave it." As the outlet reports, House of Effie also shared a photo reportedly sent by Hammer, which allegedly shows his hand complete with his very distinct ring finger tattoo, which seems to prove the DMs are legit. Amongst the messages, one screenshot appears to show Hammer telling a woman he was fantasizing about holding her heart in his hands and controlling when it beats, before saying, "I am 100% a cannibal. I want to eat you." He also made the shocking claim that he had, quote, cut the heart out of a living animal before and eaten it while still warm. Hammer refused to respond to the claim specifically, but decided to drop out of filming the movie Shotgun Wedding opposite Jennifer Lopez. In a statement released announcing the decision, he said, "In light of the vicious and spurious online attacks against me, I cannot in good conscience now leave my children for 4 months to shoot a film." In addition to stories of cannibalism, the alleged text messages also sparked allegations of abuse. In one DM, Hammer allegedly boasted about an encounter in which he held a knife against his partner and, quote, felt like a god. He allegedly wrote, "You crying and screaming, me standing over you, I've never felt such power or intensity." In another alleged exchange, the actor appeared to tell one of his partners, which he reportedly calls kittens, "I'd chase you down and pounce on you so fast if you tried to walk away. You'll need something strong to hold me back from you." Meanwhile, yet another screenshot reveals Hammer allegedly threatening to behead someone, quote, "if for some reason something goes wrong and my wife finds out." Many of the accusers initially maintained anonymity. They have since shared additional details about their alleged relationships with Hammer, with one tweeting, "Kink stuff doesn't include murder fantasies or dangerous knife games." Another alleged lingering damage from the relationship, saying, "I never wanted to be in a relationship with him, but because of him, I could not be in a relationship with someone else." Meanwhile, writer Jessica Ciensen Henriquez, who sparked dating rumors with Hammer in September 2020, weighed in on Twitter, writing, "If you are still questioning whether or not those Armie Hammer DMs are real, and they are, maybe you should start questioning why we live in a culture willing to give abusers the benefit of the doubt instead of victims." Armie Hammer didn't shy away from sharing his deepest bedroom fantasies in a 2013 interview with Playboy, nor did he have any qualms talking about his most intimate moments with his wife. He told the outlet that he used to enjoy being a, quote, dominant lover, describing more physical activities like grabbing his partner's neck or pulling their hair. But he then proclaimed that his tastes changed after getting, quote, married to a feminist. He said, "You get married and your sexual appetites change, and I mean that for the better. It's not like I'm suffering in any way, but you can't really pull your wife's hair. It gets to a point where you say, I respect you too much to do these things that I kind of want to do." Those comments quickly made headlines, forcing Hammer into some awkward backpedaling. He later said in an interview with E!, "Let's just say hindsight is 2020. Don't drink during an interview." The star apparently never explained another eyebrow-raising bedroom confession he made to Elle that same month. He told that publication, quote, "One chick tried to stab me when we were having sex," before adding that he, quote, "should so not be telling this story." He then proceeded to tell it anyway, saying, "She was like, true love leaves scars. You don't have any. And then she tried to stab me with a butcher knife. Of course, I promptly broke up with her 7 months later." A secret Instagram account allegedly belonging to Armie Hammer leaked in January 2021, and as Page 6 reported, it was filled with questionable posts. Everything from bondage memes to a screenshot of a court order mandating he take a drug test before visiting his children in the Cayman Islands, where they've been living with Hammer's now ex-wife since the pandemic began. In the caption for the latter, the actor allegedly joked, "All negative, my body is a finely tuned toxicant processing unit. To be fair, I had THC and benzos in my but who doesn't? Using the handle El Destructo86, Hammer also reportedly lamented having to go to the Cayman Islands to see his kids, but there was one silver lining, as he put it, to the arrangement, suggesting that he was looking forward to hooking up with an unnamed Ms. Cayman during his visit. According to Page 6, the proclamation was accompanied by a racy shot, which prompted the actual Miss Cayman Islands organization to say it was very disturbed and clarified that whomever Hammer was referring to, the woman is not the reigning Miss Cayman Islands and has no affiliation to the Miss Cayman Islands Universe pageant. Hammer appeared to take ownership of the account when he told the Cayman Compass, "I would like to clarify that the person in my video, which was stolen from my private Instagram, is not Miss Cayman. I am genuinely sorry for any confusion my foolish attempt at humor may have caused." Armie Hammer's wife of 10 years, Elizabeth Chambers, filed for divorce from Hammer in July 2020. The actor was forced to deal with his split in tandem with the coronavirus pandemic, and it seems the stress may have gotten the best of him. The actor's social media followers will have noticed some strange behavior since March 2020, including the time he showed up in Central Park to recite poetry. He chose Wendy Cope's Valentine, or when he uploaded an Instagram video of himself shirtless, mustachioed, and chugging a can of beer before driving a golf ball, all set to the Temptations' Papa Was a Rollin' Stone. His equally bizarre caption for the clip: "When the world is ending but you already have come to terms with the fact that this current time is ruled by chaos." In January 2021, he tweeted about a lesson he learned during physiotherapy, writing, "The human body is crazy. When you hurt your body, sometimes the best medicine is to just have another human being rub their human body against your human body." The timing was less than ideal, and the sentiment didn't sit well with everyone. As one Twitter user pleaded, "Cancel Armie Hammer for this tweet alone, please." No stranger to making headline-worthy confessions during interviews, Armie Hammer caught Elle writer Jessica Pressler off guard in 2013 when he unapologetically opened up about a violent altercation he said he had with a homeless man. Hammer recalled how, while he was in Australia, a person he described as a homeless guy tried to stab him, so he, quote, punched him and stole his knife. Pressler couldn't help but seek clarification, to which Hammer simply responded, "He started it." Explaining that the man had mistaken him for someone who owed him money, Hammer continued, pantomiming the punch and saying, "I took his knife because he would have tried to stab somebody else. He was obviously crazy." The social network star, then 26, went on to say that partner Elizabeth Chambers didn't condone his behavior, noting, "My wife says I have a frontal lobe issue. Your frontal lobe controls your danger response, like, whoa, I shouldn't be doing this. But she says it's okay because your frontal lobe doesn't fully develop until around 30, so I have until then to get all this out of my system, and then I need to calm down." It was January 2012 when TMZ learned that Hammer had been arrested in Sierra Blanca, Texas in November 2011 after a drug-sniffing dog at a border checkpoint led officers to find 3 pot cookies and a pot brownie in his belongings. Hammer was arrested for marijuana possession and spent the day behind bars before paying the $1,000 bond to set himself free. Not surprisingly, people wanted to know more, but Hammer remained tight-lipped. Speaking with TMZ, he brushed it off, saying, "There's a million sides to every story. I can't go into it. In 90 days I can go into it, and I'll tell you all about it. I think Texas is one of those places where you don't want to mess around, period, with anything." But after 90 days, he still avoided the topic. When Conan O'Brien asked about the bust in 2013, Hammer offered an oblique explanation for his brush with the law.
There's a misunderstanding of laws and interstate laws versus state laws and apparently federal laws.
Armie Hammer ran quite the naughty business as a kid. Sitting down on The Late Late Show in 2017, the actor told host James Corden that he used to sell Playboys to his middle school classmates, as well as something extra, small bottles of lotion like the kind you'd get at a hotel.
It sounds so much worse when you say it out loud. Like, in my head, it's not that bad. I was just an entrepreneur.
His entrepreneurial endeavor quickly went bust, however.
After lunch, somehow I get called into the, the principal's office, and they're like, we hear that you're selling Playboy magazines.
Hammer recalled that he denied the whole thing to school authorities, but an immediate locker search ensued. Ever the forward thinker, Hammer noted he had a weird feeling something like this would happen, so he kept his stashes divided, stuffing the not-safe-for-school mags in plastic bags and hiding them in the bushes outside of the school. He did, however, have a suspiciously large cache of lotion in his locker. His response when questioned about all those little bottles?
I was like, I get dry hands, thank you very much.
When Enquirer.net asked Armie Hammer if his good looks have ever gotten in the way of getting meatier roles as a performer, the actor had quite the surprising answer. Rather than brushing off the question, he appeared to embrace it, telling the magazine, "I feel like there's nothing I can really do about it." No, there's nothing anyone can do about physical appearances. I mean, we look like what we look like, and it's just about coming to terms with it and accepting it. The Gossip Girl alum went on to add that he really loves it when he's approached with interesting roles, gushing, "I love it when I get asked to play weird or complicated characters." But despite his apparent desire to take on beefier parts, Hammer told Vulture how he's mostly winged it on set. Recalling shooting Call Me By Your Name, he admitted that director Luca Guadagnino had to confront him about his approach. He revealed, "My whole life I'm bluffing my way through it all, and Luca was just like, nope, that doesn't work around here," which was terrifying. He also once complained about the difficulties of filming, telling Elle, "It's 18 hours on your feet, doing and then you get a couple of hours of sleep and you wake up and do it again. But it feels good. I love this way too much to turn it into work." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about the latest celebrity scandals are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.